Hi there, my name's Andrew. Welcome to my review of the Rolex chronometer, circa 1938. Interesting story on this one. But first of all, tell you a little bit about the watch. As far as I know, been in the family since about 1942, 43. Was my granddad's and got passed down to me. It's had one service in its life, and that was back probably in the late 70s. It's still going, still ticks, loses about 2 minutes a day, and has a lovely, beautiful to be honest, slight patina on the dial there, Roman numerals. The hands are blued steel, quite hard to do now, and I can imagine probably even harder to do back then. Not sure if you can catch the blued steel in my rather poor lighting, but there you go. I would call it a BiMetal watch. Probably one of Rolex's first. Has rose gold lugs and a stainless steel body. Quite plain on the back, apart from the serial number, which is 61539. I looked it up on Rolex, and I think they said, depending on which one you look at, it's around circa 1938. That's when it was made. If it is one of the first ever BiMetal Rolexes, I can imagine it's probably worth a few quid. No idea how much. Never had it valued. Again, it might not be. So there it is. It's on my AliExpress crocodile-ish watch strap. It says genuine leather on the back. I believe them. So yes, not much to the watch in as much as that, it has a small second hand, which was very popular at the time, and quite a big winder, which is brass. I think it's not even gold, but I think that's usual. Other than that, it's really in good condition for its age. It's been well taken care of. I'd love to have it serviced again. Rolex won't touch it. They're too old. They don't have the parts. Took it to some posh Rolex selling shop in town. They wouldn't touch it either. They did send it away. They had a look. They couldn't get the parts, therefore they didn't want to look at it either. There's probably somebody out there who would service it for me. I can open up a watch and have a look at the inside and fiddle on a bit, but by no means would I ever dream of trying to service this myself. It's just, and like I say, it's not the money, it's just the heritage. How did my granddad come a hold of it? Now there's a good story. Granddad was in the RAF during the war, stationed out in the desert in Africa. He was a bit of a lad. Spent most of his time, I think, in RAF jail, glass house, whatever they want to call it. But when he wasn't in jail, he used to take what's called a low loader out into the desert, pick up crashed planes, be it British, German, or in this case Italian. So yes, there he was out in the desert picking up an Italian plane for parts. And inside the crashed Italian plane, the pilot hadn't been removed. He was still there. Obviously no longer with us, bless. And he was wearing this watch. Well, obviously he had no other use for it. So Grandad decided it was his. So he wore that, and then when he came back to the UK, he wore it for another probably 30 years plus, in his grocery shop, covered with potato peelings and whatever else you get in grocery vegetable shops. And then round about the mid-70s gave it to me, whereupon my dad had it serviced, and like I say, that was the last time it ever was. I just love the watch. Like I say, it's quite simple, nothing great about it at all really, other than obviously it's Rolex. And it is old, but I really like the lugs. They're beautiful, rose gold, I could probably spend more time shining them up. I haven't. And you can see on them where they've been attached by sort of soldering. So I'm not sure how that's done, but they've never moved. I'm not sure if the soldering goes on inside the actual casing. I have no idea. But there you go. That's my 1938 Rolex chronometer. And hope you enjoyed.